homecoming week at Grayson County High School. And it's the big one that they circle on the schedule every year, as it's the official Tobacco Bowl. Festivities have been going on all day here today. So you had a pep rally at the school, you had the senior parade into school this morning. Things been going on all day long, but it all leads up to tonight, as it is homecoming between the Edmonson County Wildcats and the Grayson County Cougars. And a good evening and welcome here to Grayson County High School. High atop here as Sam Gormley here with you for another edition here of Cougar Football on K105. As you might be joining us on K105, watching live on K105.com via K105's YouTube page, on K105's Facebook page, or one of the different ways that we have to watch. We obviously appreciate you joining us here today, and we're ready for another edition, as it is the 44th edition of the Tobacco Stick Bowl, however you might want to mark it down. And in those games, Edmonson County leads those 24-19. But last year, it was a 42-12 victory by Grayson County over Edmonson County. The year before that, though, the last game here in Litchfield was a 48-0 Edmonson County win. Today on the Locker Room Show, we will talk with the head coach of the Cougars, Ed Smart. We'll let you know a little bit more about Grayson County as well as Edmonson County and give you tonight's keys to tonight's game, as this is Cougar Football right here on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org, answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, as we are approaching about 25 minutes away from kick here between the Cougars and the Wildcats of Edmonson County, as it's the rivalry game. Edmonson County entering this game with a record of 1-1. Last season, they finished with a record of 4-7 and lost to Caldwell County in the first round of the Class 3A playoffs. Last week, Edmonson County defeated Butler County 54-12 after losing the season opener to Portland, Tennessee. Edmonson County dropped from 3A to 2A to start this season. They're going to be in a new district with Clinton County, Greene County, Metcalfe County, and Monroe County. So it's a brand new district for Edmonson County. Last year they were in one with E-Town and LaRue County. So they're kind of switching it up here a little bit and dropping down to a lower class. John Smith is the starting quarterback for the Wildcats. On the year, he's 11 of 23 for 371 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Smith had 203 yards and 3 touchdowns in the win over Butler County last week. Last season, Smith was 13 of 26 for 103 yards, but threw 4 interceptions in the game against the Cougars. 2 of those 4 interceptions were returned for a touchdown. Chance Lucas and Matthew Shaw are your leading rushers on the year, as Lucas has 11 carries for 116 yards and 3 touchdowns. Matthew Shaw has 21 carries for 95 yards and a touchdown. John Smith also will run a little bit out of the backfield as well. He has 19 carries for 28 yards, but 53 of those yards came against Butler County. So against Portland, he had negative yards rushing in that game. As a team, Edmonson County rushed for 279 yards. Brock Stethan, Isaiah Johnson, Chance Lucas, and Skylar Klein are all of your receivers that you'll need to know really for Edmonson County, and they'll catch passes. Scoring offense for Edmonson County is averaging 30 points a game. But again, it's 2 games into the year. It's so hard to really read into really what that means, as they scored 54 against Butler County, but only 6 against Portland. So it's too early in the season really to use that as much of a stat to read too much into. Edmonson County, though, is undefeated against the Cougars since 1993 when scoring at least 25 points in a game. And that 25-point barrier is pretty much always going to be the difference in the game. Whichever team scores 25 almost always wins the tobacco stick at the end of the night. Defensively for Edmonson County, they're giving up 298 yards on the ground a game. Pass defense is giving up 56.5 yards through the air, and the scoring defense is allowing 23.5 yards per game. Brock Stethan is your leading tackler. He has 18 tackles. Chance Lucas ranks second with 16 total tackles. Gage Abney leads the team with 1 sack, while Preston Mills and Michael Shaw each have half a sack. Isaiah Johnson, here in 2 games, has 3 interceptions to lead the team in the takeaway category. He's returned those for a combined 93 yards, one of which was a 90-yard touchdown return for a touchdown in the game against Butler County. They allowed 312 yards against the Cougars last year and 30 points, technically you could say, against the defense, because 2 of the Cougars' scores out of their 42 were via defensive touchdowns, as Kudarius McHenry returned an interception and Andrew Haycraft both returned interceptions for touchdown. Clay Walden is the starting kicker. He is 6 of 7 on PATs and has yet to take a field goal attempt. The head coach of Edmonson County is Nathan Smith. He is in his 4th season. He is 15-19 overall. His offensive coordinator is Kyle Colbreth. So those are the names you need to know for Edmonson County. We'll let you know a little bit more about the names for the Cougars here coming up, as this is Cougar football right here on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts at Midway Pharmacy.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way. For free help quitting tobacco, text QUIT KY to 797979 or go to quitnowkentucky.org.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Here to Litchfield, Sam Gormley here with you, and welcome into the Locker Room Show here on K105 and on K105 Digital Productions, as we are getting closer and closer to kickoff as the Wildcats look like they have gone into the locker room, but the Cougars warming up in those brand new or all orange jerseys that they debuted really for the first time last week. Grayson County enters the game with a record of 2-0. Ed Smart is their head coach. He is 79-90 in his 16th season at the helm of the program. His offensive coordinator is Brian Jones. The Cougars have started the season with wins over Hancock County and Nelson County, only allowing a combined 6 points in the game. Last week, the Cougars defeated Nelson County right here at Cougar Stadium by a final score of 49-0. The new thing for Grayson County, just like Edmonson County, is that the Cougars are in a brand new district this year. As their district is with Breckenridge County, it is with Ohio County, Muhlenberg County, Graves County, Owensboro. So it's a 6-team district, one of only 3 6-team districts in the entire state. So it's something that now the Cougars almost have to guarantee to win 2 games if they want to have a shot at making the playoffs at the end of the year. The first district game is coming up 2 weeks from tonight, so we'll have that call live from Hardinsburg, as Breck County will be taking on the Cougars there. Logan Kopp is the starting quarterback. On the year, he is 2 of 6 passing for 16 yards. Hunter Gibson completed 1 pass last week. It was off of a little bit of a trick play after the handoff to Jacob Kerr. Kerr handed the ball to Gibson, and Gibson threw one into the right corner of the end zone and found Hunter Toms for a 35-yard touchdown. Hunter Gibson is also the leading rusher on the team. He has 31 carries for 252 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's rushed for 100 yards in each of the first 2 games of the season. Ethan Stewart is second on the team with 60 yards but did not have a carry last week. Logan Kopp will also get some carries as he's the quarterback, and in this triple option offense, you'll see the quarterback take quite a few carries. He has carried 21 times for 41 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jacob Kerr is another option. He has 12 carries for 41 yards and 1 touchdown. Gibson leads the team with total catches, and it's really not a lot. He has 3 total catches for 24 yards. Hunter Toms is the other catch, and it was for 35 yards and a touchdown. The first team offense to only play the first half of last week's game, and you got to see a lot of the JV players, and you'll hear us talk with Coach Smart here in a minute about what he thought about getting some of those younger guys in and maybe some of the first impressions he got on some of those players. The first team defense has been the story for the season for Grayson County. They've allowed only 1 first down through the 6 quarters they have played, as the second half of last week's game was actually the JV game that played. So they are have only allowed 1 first down in 6 quarters of play. The rushing defense is averaging giving up 80 yards a game. Most of last week's came against the JV defense. So if you read into that, the Cougars had Nelson County at negative yards of total offense heading in until the JV team ended up taking over in the second half. Team has given up 6 points on the year and only 1 touchdown. Zach Bratcher is the leading tackler on the team, but will not play tonight as he's dealing with a little bit of a shoulder injury. We're not necessarily sure as to how long that might keep him out, but we're hoping that it won't keep him out for much longer than maybe tonight or the next couple of weeks, and they can get him back here once the season hits into true district fashion here in a couple of weeks. Cooper Terry is the second leading tackler as he has 10 tackles. Hunter Pendergast is leader on the team with 4 tackles for a loss. Team has 17 total tackles for a loss with 80 total tackles, so they're averaging about 40 per game. But what that means, so 17 tackles for loss out of their 80 total tackles, meaning that they're stopping teams for losses on 21% of their plays this season. So the Cougar defense has been what this team has been able to put a lot of emphasis on here early on in the season. Not that the offense has played bad. I mean, your scoring offense scores 49 last week, scores 24 in the previous, or no, was it 23 in the first game against Hancock County. So you've had a lot of offense, but it's good to have that defense to really fall back on and see what that might be able to take you as we move forward. So team has 17 total tackles for a loss. Jacob Kerr and Ryan Coates each have 1 sack on the year. Team has recovered 4 fumbles on the year, with Ryan Mode, Ryan Coates, Cooper Terry, and Tanner Finley all having 1 tackle, or all having 1 fumble recovery apiece. Logan Raymer is the starting kicker. He was a perfect 7 of 7 on extra point attempts, and he also made a 37-yard field goal against Hancock County earlier this year. We're going to take a break and have a conversation with the head coach of the Cougars, Ed Smart, after this, as this is Cougar football right here on K105.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way. For free help quitting tobacco, text QUIT KY to 797979 or go to quitnowkentucky.org.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org, answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
Welcome back here to the Locker Room Show on K105. Sam Bormerling now joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, Ed Smart. Coach, after going back and watching film from the Nelson game, what did you see that you really liked?
Well, I thought defensively we executed really well for the first half. Offensively, we had some big plays. There's still some things we need to work on, but I thought our kids did a good job with some of the new plays that Coach Jones had put in and some of that execution.
Some of the younger guys got some action in that game last week. Guys like Colton Mudd, Michael Wood. What did you see from some of those younger guys, especially on offense?
Well, I thought, you've seen a couple young guys that I think in the future, if they'll stay committed to the program and do what they're supposed to do, they can be beneficial. And like most young kids, commitment's always kind of an issue, and that's one of the problems with one of those young men we just talked about is being here all the time. But, you can tell them that they have some ability. They'll just stay with it.
We talked last week about your defense only giving up 1 first down here through the first 6 quarters of the varsity defense that they have played. How good does that feel as a coach, knowing that you can rely on that defense in situations?
Well, it's kind of a matchup thing. I think that our front is pretty good, but our secondary is where we're the weakest, and I think that's going to be the problem tonight because Edmonson wants to throw, and we faced 2 teams that really didn't throw much at all. And so our defense could get really exposed tonight. I think sometimes some things are just a mirage.
Tonight is your last home game for over a month. How important, though, is it to take advantage of these home games when you have them?
I'm not sure. The only people that care about home games are administrators because then they don't have to drive somewhere. Each game's important, and, it doesn't matter if they're home or away. So I don't really put stock into this is more important because it's home kind of stuff.
Coaches always say, it's just another game. I know that you'll say that about this week, but for players, this is more than just another game. You get the rivalry against Edmonson County. What do you have to do to make sure that they keep their minds in check and focus on the game plan and not let anything else have an effect on the game?
Well, I think one of our problems is, and I said this a long time ago, that, if you turn around and ask me would I rather beat Ohio, Muhlenberg, Graves, and Breck and get in the playoffs and be a district runner-up or lose those games and beat Edmonson, that's a no-brainer. And I think that's the thing that we have done here is, and I know Edmonson gets really fired up for us, and I know people say it's a rivalry, but I'll be honest with you, for our kids, they don't take it that way. I know last year's senior group told me they wanted to beat Ohio County more than anybody else. That goes back to, I think, their 8th grade year at the middle school. Yep. And so, like I said, I think that some of this stuff, for some people, they think it's a rivalry. It is a big one. For Edmonson, it really is because we're a 5A school, and that's a feather in their cap. Most people look at us and like, well, you're a 5A school. You should beat them, so it doesn't mean anything. And I think that's why when people put all this in, you've been around me long enough. It's just, each game is important. We want to see growth and continue just to get better and better.
You mentioned it just a few minutes ago, but defensively, when you look at this is the first team that has had really any passing attack at all. I think they're averaging just about 11 passes per game. What have you been doing in practice this week to get your defense ready for a passing attack?
Practice more against the pass. I mean, honestly, like last week, we didn't do a whole lot. This week, we spent a lot more time on it.
What are some of your other thoughts on Edmonson County?
Well, here's the thing is that they got everybody back from last year, and we don't. And, we scored twice on defense last year. And so, I think that their skill kids are better than our skill kids. I think our front is a little better than their front. And so, Mr. Robinson came by and talked to me the other day, and the problem is the matchup. I just don't think we match up very well with them because when it comes to football, typically whoever has the better athletes win. And, I just think they have better skill kids than us. And that's why, you've seen us the last two games. And you look at the Hancock County game, the one really good kid they had, when he got in space, we didn't look very good. And so that's what scares me.
All right, good luck.
All right, thank you.
We'll have more here on the Locker Room Show coming up after this.
At the core, most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. High atop here as we are about 5.5 minutes away from kickoff here tonight. As getting ready to get underway here as it's the battle for the tobacco stick here tonight. Grayson County won it last year. The Cougars, though, trying to win it for the second straight year. Edmonson County had it for the previous 3 years coming into that game. As looks like they're getting ready to run onto the field as Ed Smart's giving the team their last little bit of advice and stuff. The Grayson County Cougar and E.E. McGee down there as well. Looking at some games that'll be happening here tonight. Webster County will be at Breckenridge County. Apollo will be at Central Hart. McCracken County will travel to Graves County. Hart County will travel to Greene County. Hopkins County Central will be at Muhlenberg County. Spencer County will be at Nelson County. Hancock County will be at Ohio County. Owensboro Catholic will visit Owensboro for the big rivalry game there. Butler County will travel to Russellville. And Fort Campbell, the Cougars' opponent next week, will travel to Todd County Central. So again, the Cougars will be on the road next week at Fort Campbell. We'll have coverage for you. If you don't want to make the nearly 2-hour drive, we will have all of the coverage for you there. Keys to tonight's game. First for the visiting Edmonson County Wildcats. I mean, it's simple enough. Pass and pass often. The Cougars secondary is the weakness of the team. And it'd be good if Ed Smart might want to, and if you're Nathan Smith, head coach of Edmonson County, you want to test that and see how that goes moving forward. Limit turnovers. They had 4 interceptions thrown in the game last year. If they do that again, Cougars can take advantage of that and pull away in this one. And then convert on the chances that they do get. The Cougar defense has had good success on 4th downs this year and only allowing the 1 first down. So they need to make sure that they convert on the chances. For the Cougars, secondary is the key. Like I said, Edmonson County is going to pass. Secondary has to play well. Secondary plays well, and the Cougars have a legitimate shot here of winning the stick for the 2nd straight year. Try to become more two-dimensional. They need to add the pass here more a little bit, and then they did not lose focus. They might be the better team here tonight, but losing focus could cause that to no longer be the case. Both captains are out at midfield, so we'll let you know a little bit more about that, but we got to take a break. The play-by-play is next, as this is Cougar football right here on K105.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
It's time for football in Litchfield as the tobacco stick is getting ready to get underway here. As the Wildcats won the toss, they want the football. Logan Raymer set to kick this one away and get our game underway. And it's a line drive kick off to the far side of the field, and it's going to be picked up at about the 16-yard line, angling it down the far side and being across and being tackled down across the 35-yard line is Edmonson County. As that was Skylar Klein in there on the return for Edmonson County. And they will place this one up to about the 38-yard line. And that is how our game will get underway here tonight. So ball placed here at the Edmonson County 38-yard line. So shotgun formation here to start off for Edmonson County. John Smith has two wide receivers out. He sends a man in motion, and he will hand the ball off here to the near side, getting it around the corner and running down inside the 40 and across the 45-yard line was Chance Lucas. So Chance Lucas is going to pick up about 8 or 9 yards on the opening carry of this game down to the 46.5-yard line. So that'll bring up second down and a long one and a short two. So not exactly the start the Cougar defense was going up as Edmonson County went in the shotgun formation and sent Chance Lucas was the slot receiver out wide to the right, and they sent him in motion, and they were able to throw off to him. Here comes Smith. He's in the shotgun formation, two wide receivers out on the far side of the field, one wide receiver here out on the near side. Smith is going to carry this one across the right side. He sidesteps across the left side. He's across the 50-yard line, and he's going to be brought down at about the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of about 5 yards and a first down for Edmonson County. This is WKHG Litchfield's, as this is the Twin Lakes Best Mix K105. Sam Gormley here with you for the call of tonight's game, as there was a pickup of 6 yards on the carry by John Smith and a first down for the Wildcats. So Edmonson County is coached by Nathan Smith. He's in his fourth season, 15-19 overall. Smith, shotgun formation. He'll drop back to pass. No, he's going to take it up the middle in the quarterback draw, and he's going to run into a man. He's going to pick up about 2 yards. But that was Ryan Mode in there on the tackle for the Cougars. So it's a pickup of about 2 yards, and that'll bring up second down and 8. The quarterback is John Smith for Edmonson County, as he is 11 of 23 for 371 yards, 4 touchdowns and an interception on the year, rushing the ball for him. He had 19 carries for 28 yards, so he's at about 38 now, coming into this play here on the second down and 8. Edmonson County working from right to left on your radio dial. 2 wide receivers out to the right, 1 here far to the near side. Faking the handoff. Now he's going to roll out to the left, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield for a sack. Ryan Coates was in there, the first one that got a hold of him. And John Smith got away from the first man. He wasn't going to get away from the second one as Ryan Coates wraps him up for a loss of 1 yard. So that'll bring up third down and 9 here for the Wildcats. Cougar defense going to try and force the Wildcats to punt here on their opening drive of this game. Edmonson County wearing their navy blue pants, white tops with navy blue numerals. And they have a navy blue helmet as well. Shotgun formation for Smith. 2 wide receivers out to the right, 1 here to the near side. Faking the handoff. He's going to pass over the middle. It is complete and going across the 35-yard line. And that'll be a first down, and that is down to Skylar Klein. So first down there for Edmonson County. A third down and long completion. And you heard Coach Smart express that was his fear. A 14-yard pass completion. The Cougars have not been tested. In fact, the Cougar defense came into this game having only given up 23 yards of passing, as they only had 3 completions against him the entire year. So it's a worry for Ed Smart, and you see it here early on. Back to action here, Edmonson County under center here, as it'll actually be a shotgun formation, sending 3 wide out to the right. He has Lucas in the backfield. Lucas is going to get this across the near side. He's across the 30, across the 25. He's down the sideline, down inside the 10. And that'll be a touchdown, Edmonson County. So Chance Lucas will run that one in from 33 yards out, and Edmonson County has taken an early 6-0 lead, and the Cougars find themselves with a first deficit here of this 2019 season. 9:11 to play here in the opening quarter. Edmonson County scores on the Chance Lucas carry. So here comes the extra point attempt coming from the kicker, Clay Walden. Placed down, the kick is up, and it is no good. So it is short, so the extra point is no good. But Edmonson County has taken a 6-0 lead. This is Cougar football right here on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org. Answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
Gives Edmonson County the 6-0 lead. The extra point was no good, and it really wasn't even close. So I'm not even sure it made it across the crossbar. So Edmonson County to kick this one away, going from right to left. And it's a line drive kick, and it's going to go into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So the Cougars going to start their first drive here with a ball at their own 20-yard line. So Clay Walden showed off a little bit of the leg there. He's probably a little upset that his extra point didn't even make it, and he kicks one into the back of the end zone off of a line drive. So 9:11 here to play in our opening quarter. Edmonson County leading this one 6-0. So here comes the Cougars' first offensive possession here of this game. Logan Kopp in there, quarterback. And it's going to be a handoff to Jay. No, actually, Kopp is going to keep this one across the 25-yard line, and he's going to be brought down at about the 30. A perfect read option read there by Logan Kopp. And he's going to be stopped just at the first down marker. And they're going to give it to him. A pickup of 10 yards and a first down Cougars. So Cougars get the first play, and it's a 10-yard pickup by Logan Kopp. Shotgun formation again for Kopp. 2 wide receivers out on each side. It's a low snap. He's going to carry it across the right side, across the 35, across the 40, diving down near at about the 41-yard line. That was again Logan Kopp in there. So a first down for Grayson County again on the second straight play, as they'll place that one down to the 41-yard line, a pickup of 11 yards. So 2 rushes for Logan Kopp here for 21 yards. Great start for the Cougar offense. As some exciting things here early on to possibly see. Good offense here to start. Again, the shotgun formation for Kopp. He is Kerr in the backfield. He's going to carry this one again across the right side, looking for space. He's going to break it back towards the middle, across the 50, across the 45, and he's going to be brought down. The ball's out, and it looks like Edmonson County has recovered it. And if we've seen an official ruling from the officials, it is Edmonson County ball. So Logan Kopp carries that one down to the 44-yard line and coughs it up. So a 15-yard pickup is negated off of the fumble, and Edmonson County has good field position here to start with the ball at their own 44-yard line. So 8 minutes and 21 seconds. That's the Cougars' first turnover here of this season. So here comes Edmonson County. 2 wide receivers out wide to the right. He's got Lucas in the backfield with him, and he has another one as well. And it's going to be a handoff here across and there's really not going to be nothing going there. As he's going to pick up about 1 yard is Matthew Shaw. He'll get down to the 45-yard line, but Jacob Kerr was the first man in there for the Cougars. So gain of 1 yard. Cougar defense trying to make some adjustments here. Caden Woodcock is delivering the play call. It seems like he might be the captain of that defense. Of course, Woodcock was supposed to be the starting quarterback, but Logan Kopp ended up beating him out for the job late in fall camp. And Kopp has earned it. He just had his first real mistake here of this season on the fumble there. 3 wide receivers here to the near side. And we have a whistle blown here towards the near side, and it's going to be a timeout taken by Ed Smart. So he sees some frustration here with the Cougar defense. So we'll see if we can't bring you some scores here from around the region. Central Hardin leading Apollo 6-0. That game is in the first quarter of that one. Bowling Green leads Warren Central 7-0. Warren Central trying to pick up their first win since the 2015 season. And it'd be I'm not sure they could get a much bigger one than beating Bowling Green on their home field. Let's see what else we might be able to bring you here. And Barron County leads Adair County 7-0. Other than that, that's really all we have to bring you right now. Our score, though, Edmonson County leading 6-0 off of the 33-yard touchdown run by Chance Lucas as he broke it down the near side. Almost an identical run to Darian Clay's lone touchdown that the Cougars have given up this year, as his was down that near side. So I hope that we do appreciate you joining into tonight's coverage, though, as you might be joining us on K105 Radio, or you might be watching K105.com, or on K105's Facebook, or one of the other different ways that we have to listen. If you're watching with us, we appreciate it as always. Smith is in the shotgun formation. He's going to hand it off, and there's going to be nothing going, diving forward, and he's going to end up getting a couple of yards, is Chance Lucas. And he's going to end up probably picking up maybe about 2 down to the 47, as he was going to be brought down for a loss. But he ended up just diving forward and was able to get something here to start this drive off here. So that'll bring up here 3rd down and 7 for the Wildcats. Cougars trying to get a big stop here on 3rd down, force the Wildcats to punt this one away. They're going to spread it out. 2 wide receivers out here to the near side. John Smith, the quarterback. He's going to hand it off up the middle, and he's across the 50-yard line. He's going to be stopped, though, about 3 yards short of the first down. Ryan Coates was in there on the tackle. That was Chance Lucas again there. So to bring up about 4th down and 3. Pickup of 4 yards there on the carry. So what does Edmonson County do here? You're at about midfield. And it does, well, they're sending a punt team out, it looks like. So it is the kicker on to punt. The Cougars do have 2 men back. Do they try a hard count, though? No, they will not. As it's a low snap, it's going to bounce. He will get it off, and it's a line drive kick. A booming punt that is going to be fair caught at about the 10-yard line. And I'm sure that Coach Smart is not going to love that one was fair caught at the 10-yard line. So Grayson County here started their first possession at their own 20. This one is going to be started at their own 10 with 6 minutes and 3 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Edmonson County leading 6-0. Cougars were moving really well on offense until Logan Kopp fumbled on the last drive. So Kopp here in shotgun formation. And a whistle is blown. And do we have a penalty flag on there? As the officials are talking this one over to see what it might have been. Dead ball, false start. So that'll push things back here to the 5. So the Cougars not going the right way to start this drive off. So here comes the shotgun formation for Kopp. He's going to hand this one up the middle, and that's Hunter Gibson with his first carry across the 10-yard line, and he's going to be brought down at about the 12, so a pickup of 7 yards. So it'll be bringing up 2nd down and 8 here coming up for the Cougars. So Hunter Gibson there on the run there for Grayson County. So 2nd down and 8 coming up. Good student section, a massive one in fact here tonight. And they're into it here as it's Swamp Night, I believe is what the theme is here. You see a lot of Cougar colors in there as well. 2nd down and 8 coming up. 2 wide receivers out on each side. In the backfield is Gibson, to Kopp's right. Actually, no, it is Caden Woodcock. Kopp's going to keep this one across the 20-yard line. He's still on his feet, and he's going to run into an Edmonson County defender. As big number 63, Michael Shaw, is in there on the tackle for the Wildcats, but that will be enough for a first down, Grayson County. So they'll place this one down to the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 yards there on the run by Logan Kopp. That was actually Caden Woodcock in there. This could be interesting to see now. Now that you have Woodcock acting as a running back, as he was the man that many thought was going to be possibly the starting quarterback, could they maybe run some more trickeration and see if he might even pass the ball? Back to action we come here, though. Two running backs in the backfield with Kopp. He is Woodcock to his right, and he is going to hand the ball off towards the left side. And it is Hunter Gibson there on the carry for the Cougars. And it's a pickup of about 3 on the play down to the 26. So here comes Grayson County. Kopp is going to fake the handoff the first time, and now across the left side, he's got a hole across the first down marker and being brought down at about the 40-yard line. That was Jacob Kerr. So Jacob Kerr picks up the first down for Grayson County across the 40-yard line, and it's a pickup of 14 yards and a first down for the Cougars. So the Cougar offense here in their 2 drives this game so far tonight are moving the ball with a lot of success, but it was the turnover on the last drive, and you heard it be, I mean, in games where it's pretty evenly matched, turnovers can be the difference in the game. Shotgun formation again for Kopp. He's going to hand it off here to the near side, and it's going to be a pickup of about 1 yard. That was Hunter Gibson there on the carry down to the 41-yard line, as Pereiro was the one in there on the tackle for the Wildcats of Edmonson County. 3:44 to play here in the opening quarter, 6-0. Edmonson County leads this one over the Cougars. So that'll bring up second down at about 9. So shotgun formation, 1 running back on each side for Kopp. It's going to be off the left side to Hunter Gibson. He's across the 45, across the 50, still on his feet, being spun down at the 45-yard line. And that'll be another first down Cougars down to the 44-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 15 yards for the Cougar first down, and the Cougars are right back. The 44-yard line was where Kopp fumbled to end the last drive for Grayson County. So the Cougars going to try and get some points here this time. So to the 44-yard line is where this ball will be taken. 2 wide receivers out here to the near side. Shotgun formation. Kopp is going to fake the handoff to Gibson. Instead, he's going to give it off now to Jacob Kerr. And he'll pick up about 2 yards down to the 42-yard line. So second down and 8. That's really what Jacob Kerr is he's kind of like that, almost a fullback of sorts, where he's going to give you that when you need 2, 3, 4, 5 yards. He's not necessarily your guy that's going to break your 30, 40, 50-yard run. I mean, he can, but he's more of your barreling running back when you need to pick up some short yardage situations. 2 wide receivers out on each side, 1 running back in the backfield with Logan Kopp. It is Kerr. Kerr's going to fake the handoff. Logan Kopp is going to take this one. He's across the 40-yard line, and he's going to be brought down inside the 35 at about the 31. First down, Grayson County. It's a pickup of 11 yards for Kopp. And they're going to take a water break here, it looks like. I know they are going to take a timeout here for Edmonson County with 2 minutes and 7 seconds to play here in our first quarter. So it's been a back-and-forth start here to tonight's game. We do appreciate you joining us, as we'll have you join us here live from high atop, as we had some issues with our camera up here in the booth last week. So we've got it working, and it's a little warm up here, but we're hanging in there. So it's a great night, though, here for football. As outside, we're getting a little bit of a breeze here through the window to my right. So it's just a really nice night, though, for football here between these two teams, and the temperature's only going to get nicer. We do want to remind you that next week, Grayson County will be on the road at Fort Campbell. There's a couple things with this game. First off, if you don't want to make the trip to Fort Campbell, you can join us, as we will have all of the coverage for you beginning at 6:30 with a locker room show. So it's a new team that we've never been to, so it'll be kind of interesting to see how that might move forward. But if you are planning on going, give yourself some extra time because you actually will have to go on the military base. So you have to be checked. You have to make sure that you have an updated ID and everything that goes along with that. Back to action we come here. Shotgun formation for Kopp. It's going to be a fake the handoff again to Jacob Kerr, and Kopp is going to carry this one down to about the 30-yard line. So it's a pickup of a couple of yards. They're going to give him down to the 31. The 29, so it's a pickup of 2 yards, bringing up 2nd down and 8. Seems like every single second down that the Cougars have had here early on has been 2nd down and 8. So I'm not really sure if there's any true accuracy to that, but 2nd down and 8 coming up. Shotgun formation for Kopp. It's going to be faking the handoff to Kerr, and Kopp is going to try and hurdle a defender to get back to the original line of scrimmage. And they might give it to him, they might not. Looks like they will. So it'll be a no gain on the play. And Edmonson County was being fooled by Kopp keeping it the first couple of times, but now these last couple of handoffs, they're not falling for it all. So 3rd down and long coming up here for the Cougars. It appears that it is a whiteout of sorts for Edmonson County on the opposite side of the field. So here it comes, shotgun formation. One running back on each side. It's Gibson and Kerr. Kerr to Kopp's right. And we have a whistle blown here, and I was not looking at the line. Let's see what that penalty flag might be, and it'll be on the Cougars. So that'll back things up to the 34-yard line. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 12 now. So that's smart. You could sense the frustration also from him and offensive coordinator Brian Jones as well. So here it comes, 35 seconds to play here in our opening quarter. Kopp is actually going to drop back to pass. He's going to roll out here to the near side. He is going to fire off into the flat. The pass is complete across the 20, down inside the 15-yard line, and being brought down at the 5. Who is that? It's Hunter Gibson down to the 5-yard line. 1st down, Grayson County. Logan Kopp found Gibson in the flat. So he was his second option down the field, and it was down to the 5-yard line. So that is a pickup of 29 yards. 1st down and goal coming up here for the Cougars. So that'll be the end of the first quarter. 6-0 is the score, but the Cougars knocking on the door when we come back. This is Cougar football right here on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Edmonson County leads, but the Cougars knocking on the door here as it'll be 1st down and goal from the 5-yard line here to start this second quarter of action. So here we come. as you have Kopp going under center here for the first time tonight here from 5 yards out. So it's going to be a handoff across the left side. Hunter Gibson turning his legs. He'll be brought down at about the 3-yard line. So it'll be a pickup of about 2 yards. And again, another 2-yard pickup on first down. And out of the probably half a dozen first down attempts that they've had, they might have gotten 2 yards every single time here tonight for Grayson County. So here we come. Grayson County 2nd down and goal from the 3. Looking for their first score here of this game. Kopp again going under center. He has 3 men in the backfield. Gibson is the man in the furthest. He's going to get it right up the middle, churning the legs, and he is going to be stopped about a yard short of the goal line. So the next play will be play 14 of this drive. This drive began all the way back, technically at the 10-yard line, but a false start back the Cougars up. So it's been a 95-yard drive of sorts here for Grayson County. And it'll bring up 3rd down and goal from about the 1-yard line. So the Cougars have gotten 2 yards each of these first 2, so I presume that we might be looking at the same play call here. And I think, and I don't want to talk for Coach Smart, but I'd say that this is definitely 4-down territory for the Cougars. Logan Kopp, he's going to pitch it out here to the near side and into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! And it's Hunter Gibson who will take it in from 1 yard out, and Grayson County has tied our game up here at 6-6. So Logan Raymer will attempt the extra point here, but touchdown Cougars here to start this one off. 10:30 to play here in the second quarter. Plates down, the kick is up, and he put it through. So 7-6, Grayson County leads this one over the Wildcats. This is Cougar football right here on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Logan Raymer to kick this one off after the Cougars have taken their first lead of the game here, 7-6. It'll be caught at about the 22-yard line, breaking it back here towards the near side. Still on his feet, finally being brought down by a host of Cougar defenders at the 31-yard line. As that was Chance Lucas in there on the return for the Wildcats of Edmonson County. So they will place this one at the 31-yard line. Sam Gormley, though, here with you tonight as it is a warm but beautiful night here for football as the Cougars take a 7-6 lead here early on in this game against the Wildcats here with 10 minutes and 26 seconds to play here in the first half. As it'll be Shaw in the backfield with John Smith. He has 2 wide receivers out to his left, 1 here to the near side. He's going to roll out to his left. He's going to throw a pass out into the flat, and it's going to be complete to Klein. And he's going to be brought down about the 35-yard line, maybe the 36 for a pickup of a couple of yards for Edmonson County. So it'll be down to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 yards. So 2nd down and 6 will now come up for Edmonson County. Be sure to stay tuned in for the halftime show, as if you are listening with us on K105 just on the radio, we'll have your typical halftime show with your Cougars in the Classroom segment. If you're watching with us live on Facebook, YouTube, or via our K105 digital productions option, you will have the homecoming festivities. We will broadcast those live here to you as best to our ability. So you'll have those, and you'll have a Cougars in the Classroom segment. So it's kind of a 2-for-1 option there. So it'll be kind of an extended halftime with homecoming being here tonight. So here we come. Well, now they've moved the ball further, so there must have been a penalty or something after the play down to the 40-yard line. Smith passing over the middle, and he's going to overthrow his man by 10 yards. As that was intended for Matthew Shaw. And it wasn't anywhere real close to the Edmonson County running back, or the Edmonson County wide receiver. So there must have been a penalty before that play. So it's third down and, is it second down and, so they're saying it's second down and 1. I'm not really sure what's been going on here, as that's kind of a weird instance to happen there. Shotgun formation, it's going to be a handoff up the middle. He's going to get across the first down marker, across the 50-yard line. He'll be brought down at the 49-yard line. So that was Matthew Shaw there in on the run for Edmonson County. Down to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 yards and a first down for the Wildcats. And Ed Smart down there on the sideline just puts his hands out and kind of asks, well, what was that, guys? So shotgun formation again for Edmonson County. Snap nearly goes over his head. It's going to be passed down to the near side across the 50, and he's going to be spun down for not much more than that. As that pass was complete to Clay Walden. And it's a pickup of about 3 yards, but the Cougars did a nice job sniffing out that screen play, not letting that one go much further. So second down and 8 coming up here for Edmonson County. Tell you what, though, it is a massive crowd here today. As looking outside, I'm not seeing many open seats at all on either side. They're lined up and down the track here on both sides. I mean, with great weather here tonight, you got to be sure that it's perfect weather to watch the football. Second down and 8 coming up. Smith corrals the high snap again. He's going to roll out to his left, scanning to pass. He's going to throw off into the flat, and a diving attempt at the catch by Shaw is not, falls incomplete. So that'll bring up third down and 8 here for Edmonson County. 7-6, the Cougars lead this one over the Wildcats. 8:38 to play here in the first half of action. It's been a great game here tonight. And you can tell, like we talked in the open, these teams are pretty much fairly even. So they're going back and forth. So here we come. He has Lucas in the backfield to his right, does the quarterback Smith. The snap is over his head, and Lucas is going to pick it up at the 35-yard line. And he's going to run now down to the near side, and a Cougar defender is going to be back there. He breaks away from him, but he's not going to get away from the second one. Who was that came down there and laid the big hit? Cooper Terry was the man who came in there and laid him down, and that is a massive loss for Edmonson County, back to the 27-yard line. And that's a little bit too much math for me to do here so far. So that is a loss of 27 yards. So that is if my math is right, but it's late on a Friday, so I can't guarantee anything. So that'll bring up fourth down and a country mile here. As the Cougar return men are standing at what the first down marker would be. And Nathan Smith, the head coach of Edmonson County, is going to have lesson number 1. When a ball happens like that, just fall on it. Don't lose any more yards. Almost never you are going to get more yards. It's a looping rainbow snap, and it's another good kick. It's going to take a bounce at the 46-yard line. It's going to take an Edmonson County bounce, and it'll be down at the 36-yard line. So that is where the Cougars will take over here. The big stop there on third down for Grayson County. and they will place this one at the Cougars' 36-yard line. Cougars, though, are coached by head coach Ed Smart, as he is in his 16th season at the helm of the program. As he is 79-90 overall, he is 7-8 against the Wildcats. His son, Talon, is a senior on the team, so it's good to see the family business happening there. 7:17 to play here in the first half. Cougars have this one placed at their own 36-yard line. Cougars have moved the ball well on offense. 2 wide receivers out on each side for Kopp. He's going to drop back to pass. He's going to fire it down. He has a man wide open, and a great defensive play. Brock Stethen jumps up there to tap that pass, and if he doesn't get to it, that's a streaking touchdown for Grayson County. As the slot receiver was out there, and he was wide open, but an excellent play taken there. So Cougars taking the chance, and it's really their first real opportunity of this game. So 2 wide receivers out on each side. Kopp is going to keep this one. He's breaking it towards the near side. He's across the 40, and he's going to sidestep out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. So they'll place it more towards the 44, so it's a pickup of 8 yards. 3rd down and 2 coming up here for the Cougars. Well, I appreciate everybody tuning into tonight's broadcast, though. The big rivalry game, and we obviously appreciate you tuning in. If you're watching with us on Facebook, YouTube, or one of the other different platforms that we have, be sure to let us know who you're cheering for, where you might be watching from. We always like to hear that. I know we had a game last week where we had somebody watching from Arizona. We had a broadcast earlier this week, someone watching from London, England. We love hearing where you might be watching from here tonight. So there's going to be a handoff up the middle, and breaking across the 50-yard line. It's going to be enough for a first down by Hunter Gibson. He'll be brought down to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 7 yards and a first down Cougars. Actually, it'll be more like 8 yards on that carry, so down to the 48-yard line. 6:48 now to play here in the first half. Grayson County leads Edmonson County 7-6. Kopp is going to hand this one off the middle, and he's got a hole across the 35. You can kiss him goodbye. Breaking the big run is Gibson. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. A 48-yard touchdown run, the longest one of this season so far. And Hunter Gibson puts the Cougars on top here, 13-6, and the Cougar faithful is on their feet cheering on the team. So how about that? Gibson with a big run, and here comes Logan Raymer to put on the extra point attempt. Placed down, the kick is up, and he put it through. So with 6 minutes and 34 seconds to play here in the first half, it is Grayson County leading Edmonson County 14-6 after the 48-yard touchdown run by Hunter Gibson. I want to take this time, though, to remind you to follow us along on Twitter all season long at K105 Sports. We'll have updates from games that we broadcast, games that we don't, so be sure you join us there all year long. So 14-6 is the score. Grayson County leads this one over the Wildcats of Edmonson County. So Logan Raymer to kick this one away, and the Cougars break the big play. So here comes the kick from Logan Raymer. And it's a kick that's on the ground, and it's going to be picked up at the 25-yard line, breaking it across the 30. And being brought down near the 35-yard line was the Edmonson County returner. That I think was Lucas. So he'll be brought down at the 35-yard line. That's where Edmonson County will have their their drive here start with 6 minutes and 29 seconds to play here in the first half. So they will place this at the 35. Seeing if I can't bring you a score update. E-Town leads John Hardin 27-0. That score is at the half. In the second quarter, Russellville leads Butler County 7-0. So two wide receivers out here to the near side. Another high snap, and Smith is going to hand this one off, and there's nothing really going. Lucas will carry that one for a pickup of about 4 yards. Or actually, no, it's going to be a loss of 1. So a loss of 1 yard there, and right now the main issue for Edmonson County has been the center. Couple snaps, one goes way over the head, and right after that I had said, even back-to-back plays, I think that it was a high snap that Smith had to. I'm not sure if there was an injury to the center, and a backup center is in the game right now. That's been a big thing that Edmonson County is probably going to want to make some adjustments on at the half, because it's been a struggle here early on in this game right now. So here comes 2nd down and 11 for Edmonson County. Two wide receivers out to the far side. Wildcats working from left to right on your radio dial. There's a handoff. Across the left side goes Shaw, and he ain't going anywhere. Ryan Mode in there on the stop for Grayson County. And they're going to say that's a loss of 1 yard. So 3rd down and 12 coming up here for Edmonson County. As a reminder, at halftime here tonight, we will have on our digital productions, this is not for the radio, so if you're listening on the radio, just ignore the next 5 seconds. The homecoming festivities will be broadcast on K105 Digital Productions broadcast. So if you're listening on the radio, you'll just have your typical halftime show. You're stuck with me, as we always say. And Smith is going to throw off to the far side. It's a complete pass, and he's going to get past the original line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. That's going to bring up 4th down and about 6, as it'll be down to the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. So 4th down and 6, and Edmonson County is going to be forced to punt the ball away here. 4 minutes and 40 seconds and counting here in the first half. Grayson County leads Edmonson County 14-6. So here comes the kick. The rainbow snap is a booming punt. That is going to take a bounce, and it's going to take an Edmonson County bounce out of bounds. Let's see where the official is going to put this one down. He's going to say it'll be at the 25-yard line. Or no, the 30-yard line. So the 30-yard line is where Grayson County will start this drive off. Four minutes and 10 seconds to play here in the first half. Butler County's gotten on the scoreboard. They still trail Russellville 7-6, 3:20 to play in the first quarter of that game. Union County is up on McLean County 20-0. That game is in the second quarter. Central Hardin up on Apollo 23-6. Shotgun formation, trips out here to the near side. It's going to be a handoff to the near side. Breaking it back towards the middle is Jacob Kerr. He's across the 40-yard line, spinning down, and it'll be a first down for Grayson County to the 41-yard line. A pickup of 11 yards and a first down Cougars. So a lot to like here early on from this Grayson County defense, along with the offense. So to the 41, 3:40 and counting now to play. Here in the first half, Grayson County leads 14-6. Trips out here to the near side again. This time Kopp's going to carry this one himself. He's going to break it back towards the near side across the 45, still on his feet across the 50. He's still on his feet, and he's going to run out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Logan Kopp kept making men miss. And there's some Grayson County faithful that want a late hit call out of bounds. So they'll take this down to the 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 14 yards and a first down Cougars. So I have to say that it might be a first for watching us on Facebook. Micah Sanders watching on a tugboat in the Mississippi River. I got to say that's probably a first here for watching Cougar football. Across the 45-yard line, still on his feet and being slammed down was Logan Kopp on that carry down to the 38-yard line. Pickup of 7 yards now. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 3. So the Cougars here working under 3 now to play here in the first half. Cougars lead 14-6 over Grayson County. Shotgun formation, trips out to the far side. It's going to be faking the handoff, and the ball is out. Edmonson County says they have it, and they do. Edmonson County picks up the fumble. So Logan Kopp coughs it up for the 2nd time here tonight. So the Cougars fumble this one away. And right now with the Cougars had all of the momentum, you might have just given it right back now to the other side for the team wearing the red and the blue. So 2:43 is how much Edmonson County will have here to work with. 57 yards away from scoring, 58 yards. Shotgun formation for the Wildcats. 1 wide receiver out here to the near side, 2 out to the far side. Another man comes running on late. Let's see where Smith will put him. Shotgun formation though. Smith is going to hand this one off to the left side to Lucas. He's across the 45-yard line, but immediately after crossing that is pushed backwards. And I think they gave him a real benefit spot on that ball there, as it'll be down to about the 46-yard line. Let's pick up a 4 yards, 2nd down and 6 coming up, 2:20 now to play. So here it comes. 2 minutes now to play. Edmonson County doesn't really appear to be in much of a rush at all with 2 minutes to play. I mean, they can pass the ball, and it's going to be another handoff down across the 49. They did say that. So they'll place this now down to the 49-yard line. So it's a pickup of 3 yards. 1:30 now to play, and again, Edmonson County seems to be in no real rush. And it's kind of interesting that they have the ball at midfield almost, and they're really not having any semblance of hurrying up it here at all. You think that you try to get a score in. Grayson County gets the ball to start the half, to start the next half. I mean, I don't know. Then that's why he gets paid the big bucks, and I get paid to sit up here. Shotgun formation. Smith will pass now. He's going to scramble, and he's going to be brought down for a sack on the play. I think it was Jacob Kerr in there. Now Ed Smart's going to take a timeout, and as he should. So it'll be 55.2 seconds. That'll be a timeout. We'll take it with him. This is Cougar Football on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of
The Cougars end up muffing the punt coming out of this, and they're now going to have the ball here. 47.1 seconds remaining here. They'll have the ball at their own 44-yard line. So what does Ed Smart decide to do here? Does he play it safe? Does he take maybe one chance here? He's got one timeout to work with. Trips out here to the near side. He's going to fake the handoff. Kopp is going to roll out. He's going to have to run around now, and he's just going to have to throw it away. And he's just going to run out of bounds for a big loss on the play. So they'll mark him down back at the 36-yard line. It's a loss of 8 yards. So second down and 18 coming up, and now this is, I think, where you just take a knee and you get to halftime if you're the Cougars. Edmonson County does have 2 timeouts remaining. But I think if you're both teams, you just want to get to the half now, keeping it at this 14-6 lead right now for Grayson County. And that does appear what they're going to do, or they might just try run one, see what they get on it. Kopp under center. He's going to pitch it out to Hunter Gibson. He's got a hole across the 40-yard line, and down at about the 46-yard line does Hunter Gibson. And that might be the final play here of this first half. Does Grayson County try one more? So it's at about the original line of scrimmage. So it'll bring up third down and 9. It does appear that they will run one more play. Brian Jones here. Maybe they'll try a Hail Mary of sorts, trying to see what they might be able to draw up, see how far Logan Kopp here. But I don't think Kopp has an arm to throw the ball 55 yards. We're going to have a timeout taken by Grayson County, their final one, 4.3 seconds left. Maybe they'll throw Logan Raymer in there. So we're looking at here, so you're looking at what about a 78-yard field goal? I think he's got it. Longer than that, 82 I think is what we're looking at. So I think Logan Raymer's got it. So he nailed a 37-yard field goal. So what's the difference? 37-82. I hope you can sense the sarcasm there in the voice. So 4.3 seconds here to play in the first half. As it's been a great game here between these opponents here tonight, as a lot to like on both sides. So the Cougars taking this final timeout. Maybe Edmonson County, they got 2. Maybe they'll see what Grayson County draws up here and see if they might call a timeout of their own and see what they might come up with for their own accord and see what they might draw up, make the Cougars draw something else up, pull like a basketball play here of sorts. Brian Jones so delivers that play call to Grayson County. Edmonson County's cornerbacks are standing at the 40-yard line, so about 15 yards deep on the play. Shotgun formation for Kopp. He's just going to hand this one off. It's going to be the trickeration play. It's the one that did it. Hunter Gibson's just going to run this one. He's across the 40-yard line where he will be brought down at about the 38-yard line is where they will mark that one. But that brings us to the end of the first half. Grayson County leads Edmonson County 14-6. As this is Cougar football right here on K105.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college. So they really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember,
Your feel better.
Midway Pharmacy.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way. For free help quitting tobacco, text QUIT KY to 797979 or go to quitnowkentucky.org.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
2019 football homecoming ceremony. Tonight's program is sponsored by the Grayson County High School Student Council. These young ladies and gentlemen were nominated to serve as representatives from each class. The candidates you see here tonight were selected to be the 2 girls and 2 boys to represent their class. The Grayson County High School Student Council is proud to introduce last year's homecoming princess and queen. The 2018 homecoming princess was America Jarbo. America is the daughter of Letitia and Ethan Woosley. She is a member of the Grayson County High School HOSA and plays softball here at GCHS. America enjoys listening to music and spending time with her friends. Her future plans are to attend ECTC and become an ultrasound technician. America is being escorted tonight by Jim Bradley. The 2018 homecoming queen was Olivia Lucas. Olivia is the daughter of Keith and Nancy Lucas. Olivia enjoys hanging out with her friends and being outdoors. Olivia is currently attending ECTC. Her future plans include to graduate ECTC with an associate in arts and then transfer to WKU or UK to major in business. Olivia is being escorted tonight by her father, Keith Lucas. The attendants for tonight's ceremony are Knox Allen and London Jones. London is the daughter of Brian and Elena Jones. She is a first grader at Lawler Elementary School. London enjoys running cross country, riding horses, playing softball, basketball, and help take care of her football boys during practices. When London grows up, she would like to be a vet or a hairdoer. Knox is the son of Braxton and Emily Allen. He attends First Baptist Preschool as in the 4-year-old class. He enjoys playing sports, building with Legos, and dressing up like Spider-Man. His hobbies are playing outside, swimming, and showboating. When Knox grows up, he wants to be a basketball player. Let's meet the candidates. The 2019 Prince and Princess candidates are, from the freshman class, Georgia Cowan. Georgia is the daughter of Jeremy and Laura Cowan. Georgia has been a member of the Grayson County track team for 3 years. Her future plans are to attend cosmetology school and become a beautician. Georgia is being escorted tonight by one of the Prince candidates, Eli Watson. Eli is the son of Joe and Dana Watson. Eli is on the GCHS baseball and bass fishing team. He also likes playing basketball in his free time. His hobbies include fishing with his dad and brother, playing basketball and baseball, and playing Xbox. His future plans are to be an electrician or a carpenter. Bailey Vanmeter. Bailey is the daughter of Clint and April Vanmeter. Bailey is on the GCHS volleyball team and a member of the Pep Club. Bailey's future plans are to attend Duke University with a PhD in psychology. Bailey is being escorted tonight by one of the Prince candidates, Dawson Gordon. Dawson is the son of Jen and Shannon Gorby. Dawson participates in DECA and is a member of the GCHS choir and chamber orchestra. He also plays cello in the Bowling Green Youth Orchestra. Dawson enjoys playing video games with his friends. He likes to play the guitar, piano, and sing. His future plans involve attending college and being a musician. From the sophomore class, Sabrina Allen. Sabrina is the daughter of Jeffrey Allen and Martha Lowe. She is a member of the Pep Club. She enjoys painting and drawing. Her future plans are to attend college in Paris. Sabrina is being escorted tonight by one of the Prince candidates, Levi Akali. Levi is the son of Richard and Barbara Akali. He is a member of the Pep Club and the GCHS tennis team. Levi enjoys writing, listening to music, and spending time with his family. His future plans include attending University of Kentucky to become a prosthetic doctor, because no matter your situation, you can do anything. Mallory Zumerly. Mallory is the daughter of David and Stephanie Zumerly. Mallory has played soccer here at GCHS for 4 years. She is a member of the Pep Club and Orchestra. Mallory is one of the youth leadership team at her church, First Baptist. Mallory enjoys spending time with her dogs, friends, family, and her boyfriend, Hunter. Her future plans are to become a cosmetologist. Mallory is being escorted tonight by one of the Prince candidates, Keegan Sharp. Keegan is the son of Scotty and Angie Sharp. Keegan is on the GCHS basketball team and a member of Pep Club. He enjoys playing video games and listening to music. His future plans are to attend University of Kentucky and become a physical therapist. Please help me welcome tonight's Queen candidates. From the junior class, Ella Robinson. Ella is the daughter of Doug and Tori Robinson. She plays basketball and volleyball here at GCHS. She is a member of the SATB Choir, Praise Choir, Y Club, and Pep Club. Her future plans are to go to Campbellsville University to study pre-law and to continue on to Brandeis Law School to become a defense attorney. Ella is being escorted tonight by one of the King candidates, Tayden Ruth. Tayden is the son of Jenny Duval and Curtis and Christina Ruth. His hobbies are hanging out with friends, listening to music, fishing, and working out. His future plans are to attend University of Kentucky to become a physical therapist. Rachel Snyder. Rachel is the daughter of Jeffrey and Cindy Snyder. She's on the GCHS basketball team. Her future plans are to go to college and become a dental hygienist. Rachel is being escorted tonight by one of the King candidates, Tanner Edwards. Tanner is the son of Doug and Stacy Edwards. He participates in Skills USA. He enjoys the welding and machining classes at the Technology Center. Tanner's hobbies include fishing, welding, farming, and riding four-wheelers. His future plans are to attend college with a major in agriculture and also obtain his welding certification. From the senior class, Gracie Cowan. Gracie is the daughter of Jeremy and Laura Cowan. Gracie is on the GCHS cheer and track team. She is also a member of FFA and founder of the Conspiracy Theory Club and sings with the GCHS choir. Gracie's future plans are to attend Auburn University and receive a doctorate in veterinary medicine. Gracie is being escorted tonight by one of the King candidates, Daniel Basham. Daniel is the son of Richard Basham and Kelly Norris. He is a member of the Conspiracy Theory Club and works at Bluegrass Healthcare. He enjoys playing Dungeons and Dragons with the boys. Daniel's undecided on his future plans. Laura Vincent. Laura is the daughter of Scott and Jessica Vincent. Laura is on the soccer, basketball, and track and field team here at GCHS. She is also a member of the Pep Club. Laura enjoys spending time with her family and friends. Her future plans are to attend college to continue her sports career, and her major is undecided. Laura is being escorted tonight by one of the King candidates, Dylan Huff. Dylan is the son of Crystal Butler and Sean Frank. He is a member of the GCHS choir. Dylan enjoys playing his guitar, singing, and writing music. His future plans are to form a band, travel, and perform music.
shouldn't leave these here? Should they sue them because the smell would be burning the meat? She's going to be over in her yard and she was smelling it. She was offensive to her. So she sued them. Well, they should have got a court because you can't control smoke or smell or whatever. So if you give them a hard time, we give them a hard time. Like some of the other neighbors.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2019 homecoming prince and princess are Keegan Sharp and Georgia Cowan. Congratulations, Keegan and Georgia.
It's going down.
Your 2019 homecoming king and queen are Daniel Basham and Gracie Cowan.
Hold out. I got one more. Did I get it? Hold out.
Congratulations, Daniel and Gracie. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our 2019 football homecoming ceremony.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
While the Cougar athletic teams get most of the spotlight from the community, it is in the classroom where they first learn to succeed. This season, we will be featuring some of these people and programs that are making a difference in the lives of Grayson County students. This evening, we head to the Grayson County Technology Center, where students are getting real-world experiences on a daily basis.
The Grayson County Technology Center offers students the opportunity to leave our building, graduate from high school with an industry certification, and walk right into the workforce with credentials.
GCHS Assistant Principal Matt Hayes serves as the head of the Technology Center. Through his job, he gets to see the work that students do on a daily basis. At the Technology Center, classes are given the opportunity to focus on pathways like machinery, health science, automotive, and family consumer science.
And so we have pathways, and I think that helps students too, because probably for the first time ever, they have to know ahead of time that they need to take certain academic classes to earn something. And so that's why I think when you see stats like 98.75% of all career and technical education students that take the appropriate number of classes in a pathway graduate from high school, those students have a little more focus and are thinking a little bit more about their future than maybe a student that's not focused on a pathway.
The participation in these programs offered by the school is continuing to grow year by year.
Usually around 50% of our students take a pathway class. If statistically, at some time during their high school career, probably 85 to 90% of our students are taking a career pathway class. They just don't go ahead and take maybe the third and the fourth that they need to be able to be eligible for an industry cert.
Hayes says that the Technology Center is here to help the community if it can. He saw that firsthand from his brother, who lives out of state.
My brother he lives in Minnesota, and he was like, your building is the only place where they can graduate and go right into the workforce and make a good living if that's what they want to do. You know, I think about any time if you want to get your car worked on. I mean, how hard is it to find some place to get your car worked on? You know, these kids are leaving with an ASE certification.
Some things that the center has worked on in the past few months includes the In God We Trust signs for each school, banners for the exterior of the building, and clocks that were made for Board of Education members. For anyone involved in education, seeing your students succeed is the most beneficial part of the job.
Probably the most exciting part for me is we've had some students that have just been in some, bad situations, and especially financially, or maybe they're working not even in Grayson County, and they're trying to go to school, and they're trying to work, and they need to do that for whatever reason. And what we've been able to do is get those kids a job in Grayson County, making more money than they were making out of the county. We've been able to adjust what we're doing at school to provide them an opportunity to go ahead and graduate and have a high-paying job and earn an industry certification.
If you would like to get involved in helping the Pathways continue to succeed, Hayes asks that you attend their meetings.
We have advisory councils. We meet twice a year. Get involved in advisory council. Come to our meetings. We feed you, which is always nice, and just provide suggestions to us on ways that we can improve our program. Obviously, if you could help with shadowing or co-op students, that is also tremendous. Again, just the more employers, the more people that are involved, it's just more opportunity for our students to get out.
Hayes' goals for the future of the Grayson County Technology Center don't stop here.
I would like to see in the next 2 years, maybe 400 to 600 students are going out into the community and having some experience with work-based learning.
I'm Sam Gormley reporting for Cougars in the Classroom. The halftime show continues in just a moment.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
Or something along the lines of that. We want to welcome back in, though, our digital productions broadcast now, though, officially, as we hope those that are rejoining us now enjoyed watching the homecoming festivities. So, Sam Gormley here with you, here up high atop here at Grayson County High School, as the Cougars lead this one by a score of 14-6, as the Wildcats are retaking the field here right now, as you can see that if you're watching with us right now, right in front of you. 14-6, though, is the score. Cougars lead this one. If you missed any of the action, Chance Lucas got the Wildcats on the board first with a 33-yard touchdown run with 9 minutes and 11 seconds to play in the first quarter. The Cougars didn't score in that first quarter, but right out of the gate in the second quarter, it was a 1-yard touchdown run by Hunter Gibson to make it 7-6, and then Gibson ended up adding a 48-yard touchdown run with 6 minutes and 34 seconds remaining there in the second quarter. And that made it a 14-6 game at that time, and that is our score right now. The difference in the game right now for Grayson County has been turnovers. I mean, they've turned the ball over now twice. Edmonson County has not turned the ball over, and Grayson County doesn't turn the ball over, and it's a bigger lead here for the Cougars. Looking back here to the keys to the game for Grayson County, secondary is the key. And the secondary has really played well tonight. They haven't allowed John Smith to do much, but John Smith hasn't passed much. Try to become more two-dimensional, and you got to give them a lot of credit for that. They have a passing touchdown here, or no, a long pass that was down inside the 5. So a lot to like there on that aspect there. And don't lose focus. And that's where I kind of throw that turnover margin into, where they've kind of lost focus in a little bit, maybe getting a little bit after 2 big gains, and they end up fumbling the ball away. For Edmonson County, it was pass and pass often. I wouldn't really say that they've been doing that much at all. Limit the turnovers on their end. Edmonson County's been great at that, and convert on the chances. They really haven't had many chances to do much at all. In fact, their one touchdown was a 33-yard touchdown run by Chance Lucas. We'll take a break and have the play-by-play of the second half after this. This is Cougar Football on K105.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way. For free help quitting tobacco, text QUIT KY to 797979 or go to quitnowkentucky.org.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org, answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here as we get ready to start this second half of action. Sam Gormley here with you as Cougars up 14-6 over Edmonson County, trying to take the battle for the tobacco stick here tonight. As it's been back and forth, the buzzer blows and we are ready to roll here in the second half of play. Edmonson County to kick this one off from left to right on your radio dial. So here we come. The kick is off into the air, and it's a booming kick that is going to take a bounce, and it's going to be picked up at about the 13-yard line. Breaking it across the 25, across the 30, across the 40. He's across the 50, across the 45, down to the 40-yard line. Grayson County comes out with a bang. Hunter Gibson takes that one to the 41-yard line. No, it is the 40 where they will put that one. And Grayson County gets this half started in the perfect manner. So a big-time kickoff return there for the Cougars. It's exactly what they did the last time, except the last game against Nelson County, they returned it for a touchdown. So here comes Kopp under center. So the ball placed at the Edmonson 40-yard line. 2 go in motion here as it's a bunch formation in the backfield, and it's going to be a handoff up the middle, barreling through across the 35-yard line. Down to about the 35 will be Hunter Gibson. It's a pickup of 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 coming up here for the Cougars. As we have right outside of us right now is a car alarm going off, and had to make sure that it wasn't one of ours, but somebody has got their car alarm going off right now, right outside the stadium. So it doesn't get much more annoying than that, as it couldn't be far away. It has to be right in front of us. Another handoff here coming. It's again to Gibson off the left side. He's going to dive towards the first down marker, but he's going to be about a yard short. As Stethan was in there on the tackle for Edmonson County, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 1 here for the Cougars. So 3rd down and 1 coming up here for Grayson County. 10:45 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Grayson County leads Edmonson County 14-6. It's going to be a handoff off the left side. He's going to break around 1 across the 25 and continuing to churn the legs. Hunter Gibson breaks the tackle in the backfield, and he's down to the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards and a first down, Cougars. So Hunter Gibson, he broke a tackle in the backfield in what looked like to be a sure loss there on third down. It doesn't turn out to be that way, though. So here comes Edmonson or Grayson County. He's got Gibson in the backfield with him. Gibson's going to get this one. He's going to break it through, and this time he's only going to pick up about 1 or 2 yards down to the 20-yard line. So second down and 8 coming up here for the Cougars. We hope you enjoyed our halftime show. If you're watching on digital productions, you got to see the homecoming festivities, and if not, you still got to see Cougars in the Classroom segment. We want to thank Matt Hayes from the Grayson County Technology Center for opening the doors and allowing us to go into and learn a little bit more about some of the great things that are happening there. It's going to be another handoff to